YouTube, how are you doing, family? It's your boy, Yo, and this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today's Thursday, July 24th, smaller card, but I have 3 games and 3 props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, it was a tough Wednesday for me. We dropped both of our highlighted plays of the day. First, we took the San Diego Padres laying the 1.5 runs in Miami against the Miami Marlins. The Padres actually out-hit the Marlins 7-5, but a timely 2-run bomb from Jesus Sanchez gave the Marlins the win. They won it 3-2. Next, we took the Oakland Athletics on the money line in Texas against the Texas Rangers. JP Sears pitched exceptional. He went 5 innings of 1-run ball, but their offense didn't back him up whatsoever. Similar to the Padres, the A's out-hit the Rangers 7-4, but they still found a way to lose the game 2-1. They really scored 1 run on 7 hits, and I'm begging you guys, go back and watch how the Rangers scored that second run. Blasphemy to say the least. It's a new day, smaller card, but I'm looking to knock it out per usual. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our first matchup, we have the San Diego Padres in St. Louis taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals are minus 148 on the money line, and the total is 8 runs. On the mound, we have Yu Darvish going for San Diego, and we have Sonny Gray going for St. Louis. Sonny Gray has a considerably lower ERA coming into this one, but there's a couple things to keep in mind. Darvish only has 2 starts on the season since he's coming back from injury. Despite currently having a 6.08 ERA, both guys have very similar expected numbers. That tells me we should see improvement from Darvish as the season progresses. That makes sense considering he's a really good pitcher. In the long run, I trust Darvish more than I trust Gray, and I trust his Padres offense to have a bounce-back outing. The Cardinals look miserable against the Rockies, so I can't imagine this is a better matchup. This line is fishy getting so much plus money with the Padres in this spot, but I can't pass it up. We're taking the Padres on the money line as our first selection of the evening. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics in Houston taking on the Houston Astros. Astros are minus 130 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have Luis Severino going for Oakland, and we have Jason Alexander going for Houston. This is another one of those pitching shit-offs. Severino comes in with a 5.1 ERA, and the expected numbers suggest he's still due for significant regression. Jason Alexander is expected to slightly improve, but improvement from an 8.4 ERA isn't saying much. This Astros offense has been top 5 in the league over the last 30 days, and I think they get to Severino in a big way. Thing is, I think the A's have somewhat of a bounce-back outing against Alexander. If the walks start to pile up, they'll get that 3-run homer. All that being said, I think we get well above this total. It's a little juiced at minus 120 odds, but we're taking the Athletics and Astros over 8.5 runs as our highlighted selection of the evening. Let's move. In our last and final matchup, we have the Seattle Mariners in Los Angeles taking on the Los Angeles Angels. Angels are minus 142 on the money line, and the total is 9 runs. On the mound, we have Logan Evans going for Seattle, and we have Yusei Kikuchi going for the Halos. This is a big test for LA. Can they show up when they're supposed to as favorites? Kikuchi has the lower ERA, better expected numbers, and I think he's the better option in this one. The Angels offense has moved into top 10 in the league over the last 30 days, so the only place I see Seattle with an advantage is their bullpen. Will they build up enough of a lead to ride it out with that pin? Against Kikuchi, I don't think so. If you want to play it safe, take the money line at minus 142. That's reasonable odds, but personally, I need that plus money in what should be a breakout game for the Halos. We're taking the Angels laying the 1.5 runs. You can find this one for plus 150 odds as our last and final selection. All right, guys, let's get into those props. Smaller card, but I've got 3 for you today, and I'll get you in and out of here. First, we're taking Addison Barger of the Toronto Blue Jays to get 1 run or RBI. Guy's making a ton of hard contact, batting a .273, and this Blue Jays offense has been the best in the league over the last 30 days. They're scoring a lot of runs, so we should have a chance. Next, we're taking Jackson Merrill of the San Diego Padres to get 2 or more bases. He's starting to heat up, and I love this matchup against Sonny Gray. Gray. Merrill has a career home run off of him in just 2 at-bats. For our final selection, we're taking Joe Adell of the Los Angeles Angels to get 1 run or RBI. He's top 10 in the league in hard contact, and I expect a big offensive day for the Halos. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I got hit up a little bit yesterday, but we're still 13-7 on all highlighted plays, and that's with a lot of plus money. Let's go get back in that win column and start a streak today. I appreciate your support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Yo! And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.